Let me ask y'all something. Do you think people have to face the hate they've carried their whole lives before they die? Because when I worked as a receptionist at a nursing home, there was one resident that I'll never forget. We'll call her Margaret. Now, everybody knew Margaret, and not because she was sweet. She hated black people openly. She would scream racial slurs, spit at staff, and she was so abusive that management eventually had to make sure only certain employees cared for her. And every single night without fail, at exactly 9:25, her call light would come on like clockwork. Well, one night, one of the CNAs came up to the front desk looking pale, and this woman was shaking. She said something's wrong with Margaret. So I said, what happened? She said Margaret wasn't angry. She was scared. Apparently, Margaret kept saying there was a little black boy in her room grabbing at her ankles. Now, everybody just assumed she was confused. But then, a little while later, her call light went off again, and the nurse went in to give her medication. All of a sudden, we heard her yell, I need help right now. By the time everybody got there, Margaret was on the floor. And according to this nurse, Margaret kept screaming, He pushed me! He pushed me! Again, everybody brushed it off. But the next night, something was different. 9:25 came and went, no call light. Around 10 o'clock, the nurse went in to help Margaret get settled for bed. And Margaret refused. She wouldn't get into bed. She just sat there trembling. And she said, He's back. Then she looked toward the foot of the bed and whispered,
And now there's a man with
Yeah,
him.
listen, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Even the staff started feeling uneasy after that. A few minutes later, her call light rang one last time. Everybody rushed into the room, but this time, Margaret wasn't breathing. And after that night, her call light never came on again. Now, I don't know what Margaret saw. Maybe it was fear, maybe it was guilt. Maybe people really do see things before they die. But I still think about this question. What happens when somebody spends their whole life full of hate and it's finally their time to go? Do you think they have to face everything they done? Also, do you believe she was hallucinating, or do you think some people really do see things before they die? Let me know what you think in the comments.